Learning the skill of networking will give you more opportunities, improve your relationships, give you more friends, and make you more money in both your career and business. If I had to break down networking, it boils down to these three things. And if you only focus on these, you skip all the rest, you will learn to network in the right way and improve your life. And the first point is going to sound harsh. I know this is a controversial take. I remember being at a family party when I talked about relationships being transactional. When my uncle got really angry at me, he said, "You can't choose your friends based on quality and based on thinking about what they can do for you." But this is the truth. And if you're offended by me saying that there is a difference between people and you should be very careful who you surround yourself with, click away this video, all right? I don't want you to be here watching this video being offended. You can dislike the video, leave a bad comment, whatever. Go watch a Mr. Beast video because I give you the truth here, all right? This is an unfiltered video. I'm not sugarcoating anything. But the truth is, if you want to improve yourself, you want to have a good network, quality is way more important than quantity. And this is a very key mindset to understand before you even do any sort of networking. Most guys think that networking and having a large network is all about how many people you know, when that's very far from the truth. It's all about having the right kind of relationships with the right kind of people, with high value people. And if you don't agree with this, listen to the second point, and this will make very much sense to you. I had a friend that always bragged about having many social connections, many friends, and he used to kind of mock me for not going out to parties, not going out and trying to get as many friends and connections as possible. He was always talking that, yeah, I know so many people, and he used to tell different stories of how he met certain individuals, and he talked and talked, he yapped a lot about all the people he know. And we had a conversation where he asked me, "Hey Felix, you're very social, you're very good at communicating and speaking. Why don't you come out and party with me and, try to get as many friends as possible?" And I told him that I'm really not interested in just befriending anyone. I'm not interested in going to parties and meeting low quality people. I don't want to be around people who drag me down, people who are much worse than me and have no signs of improving themselves. I know it's a cliche, but you are the average of the 5 people closest to you, of the 5 people you hang out with the most. And most people, they don't take this serious enough. Most people think that, yeah, I can keep that friend who is just partying, not doing anything useful, and is a total loser. I can be around him because he's kind of fun, but you have to realize that those sort of people, bad quality people, they will bring you down, right? They bring down your average. And I know it sounds kind of harsh, but you have to focus on quality people, people who are ambitious, people who are positive. And one thing I like is being around people who are lucky. People who consider themselves lucky, people who believe that they can do anything in this world. Because luck, it's just amazing. When you're around lucky people, positive people, people of faith, people who believe in something greater than themselves, people with purpose, they will bring you up. And it's amazing when you can be around people that makes you better. And that's what you need to focus on. This is the sort of mindset you need to have. So when you network with people, don't just network for networking's sake. Network with the right people. Quality over quantity every single day when it comes to networking. And the second point is the hardest one to do in terms of work, although the third one is the hardest one psychologically, and that is being valuable. You have to take the initiative. You have to bring value to other people, because if you are not valuable in any sort of way, high status, high value people will not want to be around you because you will bring down their averages. And this is the key to understand, that in order to attract good people, you have to be worthy yourself. It was Charlie Munger, I will butcher the quote, but he said that to find a worthy mate, you have to be worthy yourself. So to find high quality friends, you have to be high quality yourself. And giving value is the only way to really do that. So Felix, how can I be valuable then? I'm glad you asked. There are many ways to be valuable to other people. And a pretty simple way is just, be a good person, right? When you talk to people, listen to them, be curious about them, let them talk. Just doing that, being an active listener and being a good person, that is already bringing value to other people, because most people in today's world are totally distracted. We don't listen to other people. So just by doing that simple thing, that's something you can start doing today. You don't have to have a lot of money, a lot of status, a lot to bring to the table. Other things you can do is to connect people to each other. If you can be this sort of web that connects different people, you will be very valuable because you know people. And as your network grows and as you improve your communication skills and you're able to network with more valuable individuals and you know more people of high quality, the better and easier this will be. And be the one to take initiative, right? Be the one to organize. Be the one to come up with events. Hey, let's do this. Hey, let's start this idea. Let's start this business. Bring people in. This sort of people, the people who take initiative, they're the ones who are the most popular. And one thing that has been very useful for me that doesn't take that much effort is being useful in sending information. If I see, for example, a video online, and this happened actually 2 days ago, I saw a business video of Alex Hormozy. And I started thinking about one of my friends who is currently, he's in the grinding phase of his business. I sent him this podcast and said, hey, listen to this podcast. This is one of the best podcasts I've listened to. I think you will find it useful. He got very happy. He was like, hey, thank you very much. Like, I will listen to this like tomorrow. And just being useful, just sending information to other people, giving other people feedback, for example, that is also huge. In today's world, most people are pussies, to be honest. Most people are afraid of giving feedback and being honest to other people. We're always, thinking of how will people judge us and stuff. But if you can be the one person who gives honest feedback, gives raw feedback to other people, they will appreciate you, especially people who want to improve themselves. They love feedback. That it's a very bad sign. If someone can't take any criticism, can't take any negative feedback on how to improve themselves, that's a very bad sign of a low quality person. So this way, by giving honest and raw feedback, even when they don't ask for it, you will automatically attract the right people. And the people you give feedback to that likes it, they will love you for it. If someone comes up to me and says, hey Felix, I saw this video or I saw you do this thing, do you want to get some feedback on this? I love that. I love getting more feedback because most people are afraid of giving honest feedback. So rule number 2 is if you can make other people's life better and easier, they will want you to stick around forever. And the third point is building a brand and being consistent. We humans love things that are predictable. You don't want to be like Kanye West, who, he's a great artist, but he's so unpredictable and you have no idea what he's going to do next. All of a sudden he drops a song about, Adolf or something similar and you're like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? Like, you can't trust someone like that. It might be entertaining from time to time, but if you're doing business with someone, you want to make sure that you know where they stand. You want to make sure that they have integrity. And I think it was Naval who said that I only do business with people that I can see myself do business with forever, for a lifetime. And that is very true. You want people around you that you can trust. And people you trust are predictable. They are consistent. You know for a fact that when they say something, they're going to do it. And you need to be that person yourself. Being consistent and valuable has been one of the best things that I've done in my life, and it has paid off massively. Outside of YouTube, I work with people on improving their communication and speaking skills, and I always make sure to over-deliver massively. If I charge a certain amount, I always make sure that I over-deliver at least 10 times the value that they're paying for me. And because I've done this consistently, I've consistently been a lot more valuable than what they're paying me for. And I've consistently done what I say I'm going to do. People trust me with their life. People know. And that's why my business is also able to expand, because word of mouth is one of the best ways you can grow your business. And when you over deliver consistently, People will bring their friends because they know that when they work with Felix, they're getting an amazing result. And I want you to do this. I want you to do the same thing in your life. And this doesn't have to be business. This could be just with friends. If friends can trust that when they are with you, they will have a good time, that is providing value. That is being consistent. So always provide as much value as possible and be consistent with it. And anything you do in life, you will succeed. And your network will grow like never before. Because you watched so far, I also want to give you 3 big mistakes that most people do when trying to network. And the first one is trying to prove themselves. They're trying to put themselves in the spotlight. They're cocky. They talk about themselves way too much and they're trying to be perfect and fake. People can feel this. It's very inauthentic and no one likes a person like that. And the second mistake is poor communication skills. If you can't communicate well, there's a wall between you and the relationships you want to build. You have to be able to speak clearly, speak concisely, articulate your thoughts well, have good body language, keep eye contact with people. All of these things, when you build that charisma, that magnetism, creating relationships becomes easy, and showing your value to the world becomes easy as well. Because this kind of goes back to the second point, which was being valuable. If you have lots of knowledge, for example, and you have the skills to be valuable to other people, it really doesn't matter how valuable you could be if you can't communicate it well. You know, if I have lots of knowledge in business, but I can't speak to Johnny about it, Johnny will never understand what I'm trying to teach him. And this is why I do these videos, so that you can improve your communication skills, you can improve your speaking and charisma, so that people can understand you, so that you can bring value to other people. This is the key. So the third mistake people make is not looking presentable. When you show up to a networking event or you're trying to create relationships with people, I think it's pretty obvious that you have to dress well, first of all. You have to smell well, groom yourself, all these basic things. But many people, they don't focus on these. And it's always about the basics. If you can nail the basics consistently, you will have a lot more success than, occasionally being great. But I hope you found this valuable, and I should have reminded you to take notes in the beginning. I forgot. My bad. If you didn't, watch this video back. Take notes and then take action. Nothing will improve if you don't take action. Action is always key. Otherwise, subscribe to the channel if you want to improve yourself. If you don't, click away, watch a Mr. Beast video. If you want to improve yourself, like the video, subscribe, so the algorithm will start feeding you good content. I post this every single day, dropping these golden nuggets so you can improve yourself. All right, that has been it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.